Welcome to our exploration of the Israel-Palestine conflict. To understand its complexities, we must begin with the deep-seated religious and cultural ties that have shaped this region for millennia. The roots of this conflict are deeply intertwined with the strong religious and cultural ties to the land for centuries. The region has been revered by three major monotheistic religions: Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. According to the Old Testament, the prophet Abraham played a pivotal role in these connections. His story is a common thread across these faiths, symbolizing the shared heritage. Over time, this region became home to sacred sites like the Western Wall, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, and the Al-Aqsa Mosque, each with profound significance for the respective religious communities. In the 20th century, as the world evolved, so did the aspiration of both Jewish and Arab populations in the region, leading to increased tensions and ultimately the Israel-Palestine conflict. The aftermath of World War II brought a pivotal moment in the Israel-Palestine conflict. During the war, the Holocaust witnessed the tragic murder of 6 million Jews, with millions more displaced. In the war's aftermath, there was a global call for a Jewish homeland as a refuge for survivors, and a recognition of historical Jewish ties to the region. In 1947, as World War II ended, the United Nations took action. The General Assembly passed a resolution to partition Palestine into two separate countries: the Jewish state of Israel and the Arab state of Palestine. Israel accepted the partition plan, and borders were drawn for two states. Israel declared its independence on May 14, 1948. However, the Arab residents of the region believed the partition was unfair. They saw the creation of Israel as a loss of their land, leading to protests and conflicts. This discontent ultimately culminated in the Arab-Israeli War of 1948, resulting in the displacement of hundreds of thousands of Palestinian Arabs. This event laid the foundation for decades of conflict. The turning point in the Israel-Palestine conflict came in 1967. With the Six-Day War, Israel faced off against the armies of Egypt, Syria, and Jordan, and achieved a stunning victory, gaining control of significant territory. In the aftermath of this war, many Palestinian refugees and their descendants remained unable to return to their homes. Instead, they found themselves living in various places, including the Gaza Strip, the West Bank, neighboring Jordan, Syria, and Lebanon. The First Intifada began in 1987, after an incident in which an Israeli army truck killed 4 Palestinians in Gaza, sparking widespread protests in the occupied territories. Lasting nearly 6 years, it saw Palestinians engage in civil disobedience, strikes, and confrontations with Israeli forces. The First Intifada drew international attention, leading to peace talks like the Oslo Accords, which couldn't reach full agreements due to issues like the status of Jerusalem and refugee rights. The Second Intifada, from 2002 to 2005, featured widespread Palestinian protests, violence, and confrontations. It was triggered by Ariel Sharon's visit to the Temple Mount in Jerusalem. The conflict resulted in loss of life and damage to infrastructure, complicating peace efforts. It ended in 2005. Hamas, an Islamist group, emerged in the late 1980s, resisting Israeli occupation with tactics like suicide bombings. It won the 2006 Palestinian legislative elections, governing Gaza and differing from the Fatah-led Palestinian Authority. Hamas has played a significant role in conflicts with Israel. As of October 7, 2023, the Israel-Palestine conflict took an unexpected turn, as Hamas launched a coordinated attack on Israel by land, sea, and air. This marked the first direct invasion by Hamas, leaving everyone stunned. Israel responded with a vow to clear Gaza, cutting off essential services like food, water, and power, deepening the humanitarian crisis. The conflict's duration and consequences are uncertain, with the potential to involve other Arab nations, leaving the international community grappling with a complex and unpredictable situation. One thing is clear: this conflict will profoundly impact countless lives and pose a significant loss for all of humanity. in these turbulent times. The pursuit of peace remains our paramount goal. Thank you for staying informed and being part of this conversation. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video for more insight. Let's work together to create a more peaceful and stable world.